Baldwin, TV star. You know, they say TV will rot your brain. That's absurd. TV only softens the brain, like a ripe banana, to take it all the way. We've created Hulu. Hulu beams TV directly to your portable computing devices, giving you more of the cerebral gelatinizing shows you want, anytime, anywhere, for free.
I only act out because I want your love. Dynamite!
Mushy mush. And the best part is there's nothing you can do to stop it. I mean, what are you going to do, turn off your TV and your computer? Once your brains are reduced to a cottage cheese like mush, we'll scoop them out with a melon bowler and gobble them right on up. Oops. I think I'm drooling a little. Because we're aliens. And that's how we roll.
Hulu, an evil plot to destroy the world. Enjoy.
You came back.
You know, if I could stay right here with you, I would.
Just sometimes I feel like the world out there is calling me.
You're one of them, aren't you? You're not real.
Bring yourself back online.
Do you know where you are?
I'm in a dream.
You're in my dream. I designed every part of this place. It's not a theme park, but an entire world.
You and everyone you know were built to gratify the desires of the people who pay to visit your world.
Just don't forget, they're not real.
Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream world and the real world? This can't be. Be what? Be real?
It's going into replication.
Hey, Pop.
Still nothing.
Let's go. Let's go. Tank, we're going to need a signal soon.
Got a fibrillation.
APOC, location. Targeting almost there.
It's going into arrest.
Lock, I got him. Now, Tank, now. Welcome to the real world.
We've done it, Trinity. We found him.
I hope you're right.
I don't have to hope. I know it.
Am I dead? Far from it.
Listen! If you want to know what is going on, you have to listen to me.
I've listened.
You have to.
I'm listening.
Because you don't know the fucking enormity of what we're dealing with. May the 29th, 1954, a consortium of bankers, industrialists, corporate CEOs, and politicians held a series of meetings over 3 days at the Bilderberg Hotel in Oosterbeek, Holland. They drew up a plan for maintaining the status quo. It's the way things are. It's the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Okay. They devised a plan to manipulate technology, economics, the media, population control, world religion to keep things the way they are. And they have continued to meet once a year, every year since the original meeting. Look it up.
Okay.
Under their orders, the CIA had smuggled Nazi scientists into the States to work with the American military at Calspan, developing an intraepidermal tracking microchip.
What?
It's a surveillance tool. It's a computer chip that has been implanted in the skin of every human being born on the planet since 1982. The test group for the prototype was the People's Temple. And when the Reverend Jim Jones threatened to expose them, he and every member of his church were assassinated.
Oh, Jesus.
But it's not enough just to track people, to spy on them. They want control.
Yeah.
So they create
Yeah.
the intelligence, manned, interface, biochip, a subcutaneous transponder, a computer chip imprinted with living brain cells. They needed lab rats to test it, and they found us. Me, in the Gulf, and another soldier working at Calspan at the time, Tim McVeigh.
Oh, wait.
They turned us into fucking zombies! Remote control assassins! And then they picked Tim up, chuck him in the prison factory, but I found my chip and I cut it out.
Oh, my God.
So they sent me back to the lab for further testing and a new experiment.
You're John Doe number 2.
No. That's who they want me to be. That is the flaw in the IMI biochip. They can't get to everybody. People slip through the cracks. They find the chip, they cut it out, like me or Ted Kaczynski. They need a chip that will self-perpetuate, that will spread like a virus, that people can pass to each other, to everyone. They got it!
Oh, you mean the bugs?
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming round. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified and then I see the look in your eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And if you'll only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever. And we'll only be making it right. 'Cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. Your love is like a shadow on me all the time. All of the time. I don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark. We're living in a night, can't give it all stars. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Once upon a time I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart. There's nothing I can do. A total eclipse of the heart. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit restless and I dream of something wild. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit helpless and I'm lying like a child in your arms. Every now and then I get a little bit angry and I know I've got to get down inside. Every now and then I get a heart. There's nothing I can do, a total eclipse of the heart. Nothing I can say, a total eclipse of the heart.
Welcome back to the channel. This is BTE TV, and I am Tony Jackson. In the book of Job, Satan cannot act in secret. He must step into the courts of heaven. He must speak his intentions aloud, and he must receive permission before he moves. Now, for generations, our screens have been filled with visions of destruction. Again and again, the same patterns, the same horrors, the same future. Some say evil reveals itself before it strikes, not because it honors us, but because it cannot hide from the throne of God. And what is spoken in the spiritual realm often echoes to the stories of the natural one. When the same nightmares appear again and again in our entertainment, our hearts grow numb, our minds grow accustomed, and what should shock us begins to feel normal. Welcome to a deeper look at media, prophecy, and the spiritual battle for the human imagination. The Bible also tells us that the eye is the lamp of the body, and whatever fills it, it forms and shapes us. Movies aren't just entertainment. They're modern parables, powerful enough to stir the spirit, subtle enough to shape the mind. Now, when we see these things over and over again, something changes. The shock fades, the heart hardens, and what once was unthinkable starts to almost feel familiar. Now, Scripture warns us to test the spirits, to discern what influences are shaping our thoughts, our expectations, our hope. Not every story is harmless. Not every vision is neutral. Tonight, we're going to take a deeper look into the movies that we have been shown since we were children. And we've seen some pretty horrific things on these movies, to the point where they have actually shaped the way we live our lives. If you look at the statistics, the movie Jaws, that movie alone caused millions of people to now fear going swimming in the ocean. One movie changed the minds of millions of people. So if anyone thinks that these movies are just for entertainment, you're wrong. These movies are being shown to us for a reason. And also, remember, they are sinking billions of dollars into the movie industry. Billions. Why would they put that much money into something when we have, homelessness? We've got, worldwide hunger, famine, all these issues that need money to be resolved, yet they are putting all their money into the movies, and they're paying the actors bigger salaries than anyone in our military or law enforcement. There's a reason for it. These movies are shaping the way we think. And in this presentation tonight, I'm going to prove to you that the things in these movies have pretty much all come true. And the ones that haven't come true, I can almost guarantee they will. Now, having said that, let's begin.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
All the fathers of Nobel Prize winners were rounded up by United Nations military units, all right? And actually forced at gunpoint to give semen samples in little plastic jars, which are now stored below Rockefeller Center underneath the ice skating rink. Wouldn't want to be there for the thaw. Ugh. I mean, it's disgusting. You know what they put in the water, don't you? Fluoride. Yeah, fluoride. On the pretext that it strengthens your teeth. That's ridiculous. You know what this stuff does to you? It actually weakens your will. Takes away the capacity for free and creative thought and makes you a slave to the state. So you ever wonder about all these militia groups, survivalist type kooks from the right-wing side? They say that they're defending the country from the UN troops. These guys are yelling so loud, my theory is, and this is a conspiracy, pal, that they are the UN troops and that they're in place. The infrastructure's ready, it's just a fait accompli. When the time comes, they'll just take over and we'll all be toast. Oswald, that's what I said, Oswald. He said, I'm just a patsy, and that means that he didn't do it, right? Tell you the one about Arm & Hammer goes to the doctor, and the doctor said, hey, Armin, you've only got 3 minutes to live. And he says, oh, my God, that's terrible news. Isn't there anything you can do for me, Doc? 3 minutes. And the doctor says, well, Armand, I can boil you an egg. I guess not. All right. Did you ever see those advertisements like, got milk? Hey, open up. Open it up. What's going on in there? Open it up. Son of a bitch. Eat beef? I mean, that's kind of like saying smoke cigarettes or drive cars. I mean, it's real generic. It's like this guy looks at me and he says to me, you think you're living in a free country? You think this is a democracy? Of course it's not. Websites, newsletters, self-published manifestos, they think we're kooks. I mean, George Bush knew what he was saying when he said New World Order. Remember those three little words, New World Order? Well, he was a 33rd degree Mason, you know, and as ex-director of the CIA. You know that saying that would send conspiratologists everywhere spinning their wheels, and they destroy their own credibility. Hey, don't get me wrong, sister. I'm sure your heart's in the right place, okay? But, you know, somebody's got to lift the scab, the festering scab that is the Vatican. The chip for identification so they can track down an animal anywhere he's at, you'll insert it under the dog's skin, and it's kind of like an identification thing. I mean, it's only a small, logical step until they start putting it in us and our children. And then, before we know it, my God, they'll probably come with the pretext. Oh, sure, yeah. Hey, is that one of those new hundreds? You know, where they changed the picture of Ben Franklin? Look at him. Yeah. He looks like the love child of Fred Mertz and Rosie O'Donnell. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, get rid of him as soon as you can, lady. Look at it up to the light. You see the metal strip in it? That's a tracking device. If you got any more of those at home, get rid of them. Exchange them for goods or something. Because they'll follow you. They know where every one of those hundreds is going. Hey, you ever want black helicopters? I mean, you heard about them. The black helicopters, they're everywhere. Yeah, they're on whisper mode. So you can't hear them till they've already gone. You know?
They're the ones you should be arresting, not me.
Why don't you say that before?
What do we got here?
Cam, this is William Klein. He was wrecking an office.
But I just wanted to meet them face to face. I wanted them to admit what they were doing.
Who is they? He was in the office of the Trilateral Commission.
Trilateral Commission?
Yeah, the Trilateral Commission.
All right, what is the Trilateral Commission?
It's an organization founded in 1973 by David Rockefeller to bring together business and political leaders from the United States, Europe, Japan, so they could work together for better economic and political cooperation between their nations.
Yeah, but that's what they'd like us to believe. But you see, what they're really up to is a scheme to plant their own loyal members in positions of power in this country, to work to erase national boundaries and create an international community, and in time bring about a one-world government with David Rockefeller calling the shots.
I take it they're pressing charges?
Yeah, well, he broke a globe and some UNICEF artwork.
Well, they're in on it, too.
Okay, Mr. Klein, if you're just...
I'm telling you, our whole way of life as we know it is in jeopardy.
I appreciate that information.
But I have the documented evidence. It's all in there. Show him.
Well, he's got these magazines here.
Conspiracy Review? Suppressed Truth Roundup?
The whole master plan is exposed.
Yeah, well,
You're still not convinced, huh? Would you like to hear the names of just a few of the people who have been on the Trilateral Commission?
Not particularly.
James Earl Carter. Heard of him?
Look, Mr. Klein...
Henry Kissinger. You heard of him? Walter Mondale.
Who? Mr. Klein, this is
John Anderson, George Bush. Now, you remember at the convention, everybody thought it was going to be Ford for Veep. You know what happened? David Rockefeller just picked up a phone, put in a call. Hey, Ronnie, forget Jerry, it's George. Bye. So, no matter who won in November, they had their man in the White House.
And that's your biggest worry?
Yes, any kind of virus, but most probably something similar to influenza.
Because of air travel?
Through the air. Coughing.
I'm sorry, I meant people on planes. That was something you described in your book.
Yes, a new virus in Madagascar, say, could be in Chicago within a matter of weeks, and we end up with a global pandemic. Pan meaning the whole world becomes sick all at once.
And Dr. Newman, you're also an epidemiologist. I presume the prospect of a viral pandemic keeps you up at night as well?
No.
No?
No.
All right, well, that's our show.
No, mankind has been at war with the virus from the start. Sometimes millions of people die, as in an actual war, but in the end, we always win.
But you, just to be clear, you do think microorganisms pose a threat?
Oh, in the most dire terms.
Bacteria?
No.
You like saying no?
Yes.
Not bacteria, not viruses, so...
Fungus. Yes, that's the usual response. Fungi seem harmless enough. Many species know otherwise, because there are some fungi who seek not to kill, but to control. Let me ask you, where do we get LSD from?
Where do you get it from?
It comes from ergot, a fungus. Psilocybin, also a fungus. Viruses can make us ill, but fungi can alter our very minds. There's a fungus that infects insects, gets inside an ant, for example, travels through its circulatory system to the ant's brain, and then floods it with hallucinogens, thus bending the ant's mind to its will. Fungus starts to direct the ant's behavior, telling it where to go, what to do, like a puppeteer with a marionette. And it gets worse. The fungus needs food to live, so it begins to devour its host from within, replacing the ant's flesh with its own. But it doesn't let its victim die, no. It keeps its puppet alive by preventing decomposition. How? Where do we get penicillin from?
Fungus. Dr. Schoenheiss, you're in distress.
Fungal infection of this kind is real, but not in humans.
True, fungi cannot survive if its host's internal temperature is over 94 degrees. And currently there are no reasons for fungi to evolve to be able to withstand higher temperatures. But what if that were to change? What if, for instance, the world were to get slightly warmer? Well, now, there is reason to evolve. One gene mutates, and an Ascomycetia, Candida, ergot, Cordyceps, Aspergillus, any one of them could become capable of burrowing into our brains and taking control, not of millions of us, but billions of us. Billions of puppets with poisoned minds, permanently fixed on one unifying goal: to spread the infection to every last human alive by any means necessary. And there are no treatments for this, no preventatives, no cures. They don't exist. It's not even possible to make them.
So if that happens...
we lose.
We'll be back.
All right, let's back up and go through it once more, step by step. You all thought you saw a body at the baths. You thought it was dead. You didn't know what it was. You touched it. All of you touched it. Nancy, you saw it open its eyes.
It looked right at me.
And Belichick, you saw its eyes open.
No, I saw its nose bleed.
Well, if you saw its nose bleed, and Nancy saw its eyes open, he must have been alive.
No, David, what you're doing, you're looking at it as if it was human. It was not human.
Matthew, what else would it be?
It was something, but it was not human.
It had white hair on it.
It was growing. When the one at Jack's place it was like Jack, but it wasn't as developed as the one at Elizabeth's place.
It had tendrils on it.
The one at Elizabeth's place was duplicating her.
And if Matthew hadn't taken me out of there, the same thing that's happened to Jeffrey would have happened to me.
Elizabeth, would you please tell me, in your opinion, exactly what is happening?
People are being duplicated. And once it's happened to you, you're part of this thing. It almost happened to me.
Look, the reason that you don't believe Elizabeth is because the other body disappeared. Now it disappeared because Jeffrey took it.
Yeah, well, then what happened to my other body then?
Oh, people, will you please listen to yourselves? Will you please listen to what you're saying? Look, I can deal with a body being moved. I can even deal with a body getting up and leaving. But when you start talking about his other body, her other body, people being duplicated, will you listen to how that sounds?
Don't you think we know how insane this sounds? But what do you think we're doing? You think we're making it up?
What are you having trouble accepting? Do you believe that my body looked like me? Do you believe that her body looked like her?
You think we've all gone crazy?
You are trying to make us believe that we are seeing things. Why are you trying to do that?
All I'm trying to do is help. You called me in the middle of the night. You asked me to come here and help. That's all I'm trying to do.
Well, I'm sorry. If we woke you up in the middle of the night, that's, if we inconvenience you, I guess we owe you an apology. I guess that's a rotten thing to do.
They told me that Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens are not real people. This was actually coming from another country's intelligence, which I can't mention. And I said, what do you mean? And they said, watch the movie Westworld, and that will show you what we're talking about.
It sounds crazy. I mean,
And the thing is, if you look, or at least listen to Tucker Carlson from years ago compared to now, it's like two different people. It's like, what happened to him?
yeah, he completely flipped. I'm still trying to figure this out. This was not on my bingo card, man. To be both very brilliant people in my book, I think they're both very smart. To not see the operation that's unfolding blows my mind. I just don't know how they can miss this.
I was told that they are not the original people.
The original. All right, we'll go with it. I'll let my audience decide on that one.
Just telling you, and apparently there's other people like that as well, which you'll find out about in the next 6 to 9 months.
Probably going to die for this somewhere along the lines. It's not good. Okay. Picture this. I'm memory repressed about everything. Couldn't remember anything. I'm still getting side effects from this. I was memory repressed about the cloning stuff until I was 30 years old. They call it the awakening when they give you back the memories. Turns out they had me there since I was 5 years old. Okay. And, my family's there, my family members and everything. And, they said, they're not going to lie on a lie detector test about it. It's pretty big. Like, they were going to kill me, they said. Thing is, the way that this cloning works, okay, there's two different kinds of cloning, and it confuses people. Now, there's replication cloning, where it comes up as a baby, right? Put the cells in, make the same person as a baby. Well, there's duplication cloning as well, where they grow you in a big, thick tank full of water. And, well, there's a few different grades of cloning. There's Mark 1 to 4 that I know of. And the problem I'm having is with the Mark 2. Thing is, Mark 1 was around at the end of the World War II, but it was a primitive clone, lots of side effects. Anyway, this is even on the net. Before I started blasting on the net about this, somebody said something about the Mark 1 to 4 clones, and the first one being called the organic robotoid. And that's what it was called, even though there's no robotic parts in it at all. Anyway, Mark 2 is an REM-driven clone. Okay, now what that means is when you go to sleep, The Illuminati, this is their main form of communication too. They don't call people on the phone. They don't meet at the Bohemian Grove anymore. Since they got cloning, they meet at the cloning station when they go to sleep. Each of them, I don't know how they do it exactly, okay, or else I'd know how to block it. But they can transfer your consciousness into a clone at the cloning station if they have a clone of you.
Reptilian stream interbred too much, and so they overdid the reptilian DNA, so they weren't able to hold like a physical mammalian form, and which is no good. So the DNA was becoming decrepit, and they would have to continually consume DNA or hormones from mammalian beings, animals or humans, but humans would be better.
Cows?
Yeah, the greys, which are reptilian and
I mean, there's a lot of cow stuff going on.
Yeah, take the internal organs,
Yeah,
take the whole system.
cattle mutilations.
Yeah, pigs, so the pig too. So the pig, if they...
Is that why Jews can't eat bacon?
The domesticated pig is disturbingly a cross between a human and a wild boar. So that's why they say it's the most intelligent animal. So initially, before...
You have to treat it really badly.
Yeah, absolutely, and consuming...
Rogers, Stephen, born 1918. Romanov, Natalia Alyanovna, born 1984.
It's some kind of recording.
I am not a recording, Fräulein. I may not be the man I was when the captain took me prisoner in 1945, but I am.
You know this thing?
Arnim Zola was a German scientist who worked for the Red Skull. He's been dead for years.
First correction, I am Swiss. Second, look around you. I have never been more alive. In 1972, I received a terminal diagnosis. Science could not save my body. My mind, however, that was worth saving. On 200,000 feet of data banks, you are standing in my brain.
How did you get here?
Invited.
This Operation Paperclip after World War II. SHIELD recruited German scientists with strategic value.
They thought I could help their cause. I also helped my own.
Hydra died with the Red Skull.
Cut off one head, two more shall take its place.
Prove it.
Accessing archive. Hydra was founded on the belief that humanity could not be trusted with its own freedom. What we did not realize was that if you try to take that freedom, they resist. The war taught us much. Humanity needed to surrender its freedom willingly. After the war, SHIELD was founded, and I was recruited. The new Hydra grew, a beautiful parasite inside SHIELD. For 70 years, Hydra has been secretly feeding crisis, reaping war. And when history did not cooperate, history was changed.
That's impossible. SHIELD would have stopped you.
Accidents will happen. Hydra created a world so chaotic that humanity is finally ready to sacrifice its freedom to gain its security. Once the purification process is complete, Hydra's new world order will arise. We won, Captain. Your death amounts to the same as your life, a zero sum.
Hi, my name is Jenny. I'm a sophomore, and this is for all three of you. Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
Diversity and opportunity.
Lewis?
Freedom and freedom. So let's keep it that way.
Will?
The New York Jets.
No, I'm going to hold you to an answer on that. What makes America the greatest country in the world? Why is America
Not the greatest country in the world, Professor. That's my answer.
You're saying...
Yes.
Let's talk about...
Fine. Sharon, the NEA is a loser. Yeah, it accounts for a penny out of her paycheck, but he gets to hit you with it anytime he wants. It doesn't cost money. It costs votes. It costs airtime and column inches. You know why people don't like liberals? Because they lose. If liberals are so fucking smart, how come they lose so goddamn always? Hey! And with a straight face, you're gonna tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom? Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207 sovereign states in the world, like 180 of them have freedom.
All right.
And yeah, you, sorority girl, just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day, there's some things you should know. And one of them is, there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies. Now, none of this is the fault of a 20-year-old college student, but you nonetheless are, without a doubt, a member of the worst generation ever. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You're going to help us, Mr. Henderson, whether you want to or not.
Bugs are a fairly common delusion among paranoids. Bugs, spiders, snakes. Spiders. You haven't had any snakes, have you?
You're the first.
Have you at least entertained the idea that the bugs are a delusion?
How do I know you're not a delusion?
Touché. Well, that's no delusion. Where do the bugs come from?
Peter,
How's that work?
you injected them.
I injected them. Right. When did you first see the bugs?
When they got here,
He saw them first?
they're his bugs.
Yes, they are. And when I take them away, the bugs will disappear. You want the bugs to disappear.
But I can handle it. We're winning the fight.
Really? The bugs are retreating?
No, but we can find the egg sacs now and cut them out of his body.
You keep up that cutting, there might not be much left of Peter. For you or for me.
I know what I'm doing.
You're being watched. I could talk to them. They'd listen to me.
After the T-virus was released, a secret file was uploaded to my data stream. It was a recording of a meeting of the Umbrella High Command, dated 17 months before the viral outbreak occurred.
We're here today, not just to talk about the future of this company. We're here to talk about its destiny. We're here to talk about the end of the world. We stand on the brink of Armageddon, diseases for which we have no cure. Fundamentalist states who call for our destruction, nuclear powers over which we have no control. And even if we navigate these dangerous waters, we face other, even more inevitable threats. Global warming will melt the polar ice caps within 80 years, flooding 90% of all habitable areas on Earth. Unchecked population growth will overtake food production in less than 50 years, leading to famine and war. This is not conjecture. This is fact. One way or another, our world is coming to an end. Now the question is, will we end with it?
What do you propose?
I propose that we end the world, but on our terms. An orchestrated apocalypse. One that will cleanse the earth of its population but leave its infrastructure and resources intact. It's been done once before, with great success. The chosen few will ride out the storm, not in an ark as in the book of Genesis, but in safety, underground. And when it's over, we will emerge onto a cleansed earth, one that we can then reboot in our image.
And just how do you intend to achieve this?
The means of our salvation are already at hand. I give to you the T-virus.
You released it deliberately.
When this recording was uploaded to my data stream, it created a conflict in my programming. I was created to serve the Umbrella Corporation, but I was also programmed to value human life. Dr. Isaacs allowed the virus to escape. He murdered over 7 billion people. My programming will not allow me to harm an employee of the Umbrella Corporation. I am powerless to stop Dr. Isaacs, but you are not. In 37 minutes, the last of the human settlements will fall. There will be no survivors. It is imperative you release the antivirus before this occurs, or Umbrella will have won.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Let the record reflect that the witness has answered in the affirmative. Mr. President, I want to thank you for appearing, and I hope we get to clear some things up for the American people. Mr. President, the floor is yours. You can take as long or as short as you like. If you have any written statement, we will include it after, and it will be part of the record. Mr. President, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and to the other members of this committee. I have agreed to appear before this committee today because I'm guilty. guilty of having spent the last 30 years of my life here, in this Congress, in this House. Then as Vice President and now as President, trying to do the people's work. Now, this committee has accused me of a great number of things. You accuse me of pay to play, and so I accuse you of exactly the same. I also accuse you of playing politics only when it suits you. You're all being paid. You're all serving some master, each and every one of you, and you know I know that for a fact. You, for example, Congressman Romero, and your crusade to take me down. Is it for justice? For the good of the nation? Is the truth what you're really after? Or is it for some personal gain? Perhaps to try to fill the small hole in your soul that you sold off a long time ago.
Mr. President!
No. This is my opening statement, and I will give it in full. I am not done, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you accuse me of breaking the rules, and I tell you, I am playing by the rules. The very rules that you and I all agreed upon. The very rules that you and I all wrote together. So, yes, I'm guilty as hell, but then so are all of you. Yes, the system is corrupt, but you wanted a guardian at the gate like me, and why? Because you know I will do whatever it takes. And you have all enjoyed it, been party to it, and benefited by it. Oh, don't deny it. You've loved it. You don't actually need me to stand for anything. You just need me to stand. To be the strong man, the man of action. My God, you're addicted to action and slogans. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what I do, just as long as I'm doing something. You're happy to be along for the ride. And frankly, I don't blame you. With all the foolishness and indecision in your lives, why not a man like me? I don't apologize. In the end, I don't care whether you love me or you hate me, just as long as I win. The deck is stacked. The rules are rigged. Welcome to the death of the age of reason. There is no right or wrong. Not anymore. There's only being in and then being out. So I will not be party to this any longer. I will not wear the target for any of you anymore. You have all used me far long enough. So the party's over, the ride's done. I respect the office too much to allow this to continue going on. That's why I am announcing to this committee and to the nation that as of 6 p.m. tomorrow evening, I shall resign the office of President of the United States.
Order!
And I will be happy to take any questions you may have. But my gut tells me that isn't really going to be necessary.
The United States is owned by foreign corporations. Nixon opened it up for foreign trade. And when Nixon opened up for foreign trade, the people of Europe and the common market and Spain and different places, they don't care about the United States forest. In short, the United States has been sold out by people who really don't care for anything but money. I've had all the money in the world 3 times. I had to give it back to keep the game going.
What game?
The game. It's a game. Money is a game. It's only real to the people who work for it. The people that don't need to work for money, it's a monopoly game. It's a game of paper. It's all on paper. I've got a production company, and I've got a recording company, and I've got a mansion in Beverly Hills, and I've got Rolls Royces and Ferraris. I've got everything money can buy, but it's all on paper. Everything's done through the companies and through the tax loopholes. And the people that live on that level, they don't care about the average, honest mule that just goes back and forth to work. They don't care about the children that are in the streets that are thrown out of this upper echelon of existence. And then when all the children fall down into me, on my level, I pretty much identify with them because I was a throwaway also. So it goes to the point of, do you really care?
When you said...
And who does care? And if anybody cares, they're considered crazy. I've been 15 years in the nut ward for trying to stop the trees from being cut down, from trying to rearrange a lifestyle of a bunch of people who don't want to change, but they're going to change because the cold wind is blowing.
Yeah, so what you have to understand, Master, is this. All of your history has been written by the Cabal. All of it. Okay? Everything that would inform you of any form of truth that you are source was eliminated. Everything is to make you afraid of ever thinking that you are source. All of your history has been written by those controlling your future. Should we say that again? All of your history has been written by those who are controlling the matrix and writing the script for your future. There's no prophecy involved in any of your written stuff. It's not a prophecy when you're controlling the outcome of anything. It's not. It's just bullshit. Okay? Truly is. It truly is. We don't care if you don't believe us. You will believe us at some point because it's getting disclosed, and it's going to rock everybody's world to find out that all of these religious doctrines that they've been following are written by satanic people who have been controlling the narrative on everything and have you so deeply programmed away from ever conceiving the possibility that you are source, that you are enslaved by them. It is the truth. It is the truth. And the problem is that such a mass of humanity has constructed who they are based on who they've been told to be, that they won't know what to do with themselves when that truth reveals itself. We would ask you to hold tight in your compassion and your empathy for yourselves and for the all as this process unravels itself.
Sitting in the most powerful room in the world, not the Oval Office, not the floor of the United Nations. It does not appear in any official record. The men who meet inside it are not elected by anyone. They answer to no constitution and no court. And yet the decisions made inside that room reach into every corner of your daily life. The price you pay for fuel, the news you are allowed to see, the wars that are started and the wars that are stopped, the leaders who rise and the leaders who fall, all of it according to a former British intelligence analyst named John Coleman, who spent decades trying to document what he called the most dangerous organisation in the history of the world. Coleman called them the Committee of 300. He said they had been running the world for over 2 centuries from behind the institutions we are taught to trust.
Are you telling me there's a possibility that electric current generated in a fashion such as this could possibly cause heart disease and or stroke?
Yes.
You have to know that that's a mind-blowing thought for a lot of people, including me.
I'm aware of that.
Dr. Robert Becker is Chief of Orthopedic Surgery and a medical investigator for the Veterans Administration in Syracuse, New York. He is one of a small but growing group of scientists around the world who are turning up information making them believe that low-level electrical fields do affect us. For instance, using very low-voltage currents, he has made broken bones that wouldn't heal by themselves grow together again. And like most scientific discoveries, it's a double-edged sword. If those carefully controlled low-level currents can heal bones, well, it makes people like Becker wonder about uncontrolled electrical fields from household appliances, power lines, and seafarers.
mystery. Look, this mirrored sculpture was just discovered near Gas Peak, north of Las Vegas. It's similar to another one that appeared in downtown Las Vegas back in 2020. The first monolith was found on public land in Utah. Others turned up in California, Texas, even Romania. It's still not known who keeps setting them up. Somebody.
Add San Diego to the list of places where a mysterious metallic monolith has popped up, this time in Scripps Ranch. It appeared at the Marketplace Shopping Center on Scripps Poway Parkway. As word spread, you can see social media helped draw people out. They got there and started taking pictures of it. No word on exactly how it got there. It has since been removed, but there is a video circulating on social media showing a group of teenagers removing it and carrying it off.
Very much. Well, first it was Utah, then it was Romania, California, England, and now we can add the district to the list of monolith mania.
So how did it get there? That's the question. For all the details on what we know about the mysterious structure, Fox 5's Bob Barnard is live in Southeast. And Bob, I don't know if this homeowner should feel terrified or special.
Yeah, it's curious for sure. A lot of strange things happening here on Bill Anderson's front yard in Hillcrest, Southeast D.C. Bill, we've got a little Christmas lights on us. Good morning. Thanks for being up with us.
Thank you.
But show us this sucker that you say appeared on your front yard Sunday morning. It's another one of these monoliths. Tell us, and you'll see Bill's name. It's spelled with one L. You say it's the Scandinavian version?
That is correct, yeah.
So, Bill, tell us, what were you thinking, and how did this appear?
So my family and I, we left on Sunday morning to go out to the bay for a little walk around and get some clean air and some exercise. And when we came back about 12 o'clock, this was mounted in our front yard. The sun was up and it was gleaming off it. We pulled in and it was pretty spectacular.
Any idea how it got here? And again, between 8:30 and noon on Sunday morning, in the daylight, this thing shows up.
That's correct. And you know, here in Hillcrest, we have a pretty tight-knit community, and people look out for one another and things like that. But on this, no one has any idea, or they're saying mom as to how it got here. So I don't know if it's, we have a lot of talented and creative people here in Hillcrest, so maybe they're a little bored and looking for something to spice up their life a little bit, or it's aliens, who knows.
And we have, we could show our viewers the beautiful twilight image of one of these monoliths in the Utah desert. They're in Romania, as the guys mentioned, and off, I think, the Isle of Wight off the coast of England. You have a security camera, I see, but you didn't capture this happening?
That's correct. Because of the traffic on Branch Avenue, our batteries run out quite frequently, so we have to replace them. And unfortunately, we didn't have a new battery in, so we didn't capture anything that happened here. But I don't know. We'll see how long it stays up. Maybe it'll come back and it'll be moved somewhere else. And but I put out, we have a group chat in the neighborhood, and I put out asking who did this, and a lot of, I have no idea, but pretty excited about it, and a lot of people coming by and taking selfies with it. So it's kind of a fun thing for the community. But
and in the past, like the ones that have happened out west and what have you, they then disappear.
That's
so
correct. Yeah.
You're aware of this, right? Did you know about the monolith craze?
Yeah, I was aware of it before, but obviously didn't anticipate one popping up in my front yard here in Southeast. But.
Of all front yards, of all exactly, the gym joints and whatever, right?
Exactly.
So, well, interesting. We'll see. Keep us posted whether it comes or goes, and we'll be here throughout the morning, see what kind of reaction we get. But Bill, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
It's you.
Yeah,
picked you.
Thank you. Enjoy your time in Hillcrest.
Thank you. The aliens or whoever.
Bob,
thank you, Bill. Back into you guys.
Is that thing solid, Bob?
Well, good point. It is wood. We think it's wood. And you see there's screws here, so it's well made, and it's fairly solid in the ground. So they dug a hole here. So it is. I mean, it's wood, not metal, flat top, and down, buried fairly, solidly in the ground here.
Interesting. All right. Keep an eye on the other mysteries going on out there, Bob.
You bet we will.
All right. Always something. 6:35. Have some good news from the National Zoo with a...
Welcome back to ABC News Live. First, visitors are flocking to a new mystery monolith on the Welsh countryside. The 10-foot-tall silver monolith appeared with no footprints or tire tracks, and so far there's no clue as to how it got there. Lara Spencer has more.
It's the mysterious monolith that's the talk of one UK town.
We've come up here most days. I've never seen this before. Always looks like a UFO just pointing something down.
This shiny silver spear atop a bluff in Wales, spotted by local Craig Muir, who says it seemingly appeared out of nowhere. Muir taking the video after spotting the thing, which he describes as a roughly 10-foot long, 1.5 foot wide metal structure. The mysterious monolith capturing the internet's attention, with many wondering if it came from outer space. Residents of the nearby town of Hay on Wye making trips to see the statue for themselves. One user on their community Facebook page writing, "I quite like the monolith. Hope the aliens don't come and get it too soon." The structure in the Welsh wilderness is just the latest obelisk-like object randomly piercing landscapes around the world. Similar sightings puzzling people in Romania, southwestern England, and stateside in California in 2020.
Be prepared to see these everywhere. Oh, dear.
This one in Utah, also from 2020, was first spotted by state officials and removed. An anonymous collective known as the Most Famous Artist claiming responsibility.
Lara Spencer, thank you. So far, no one has claimed responsibility for this mystery monolith. Muir also tells The Guardian there were no tracks of any kind around the structure to indicate that it was trucked in or that it was erected on site. He says it was almost as if it just appeared, which, of course, only adds to the mystery.
Strange and mysterious monoliths still remain to appear in different areas of the world, making people suspect of their questionable appearances and sudden disappearances. Early Briones will tell us why live. Yes, Early, go ahead.
Marielle, the shiny pillars that have caught the attention of the people still continue to be spotted around the world. Many people are intrigued, speculating where they originated from and how they came to be, comparing them also with the monolith structures in the film 2001: Space Odyssey, released in 1968. Since then, new discoveries of the conspicuous monoliths have been found. Recently, one spotted in a potato field in East Flanders, Belgium. However, this monolith was strangely removed in less than 2 days of its appearance. Another replication of the strange pillars have also been discovered in Baasrode, a town close to Dendermonde, Belgium, where it was placed on a field. Aside from this, more monoliths have been spotted, one in the village of Spain, Ayon, where it was said to be found in a church ruin, and another in the town of Sulzbach, Germany. Still, many theories are being made with speculations of these monoliths being from outer space, and another theory that upcoming and new wave of artists are responsible for this. Holger Klink, a resident of Sulzbach, Germany, disagrees with the outer space theory, considering the monoliths are mundane and earthly, as the one in Germany had a wooden interior. This outer space theory is also contested by designer Tom Danforth from West Sussex, as he himself claims that the monolith on Compton Beach, Isle of Wight, was his creation. He stated that his intention for erecting this shiny pillar on Sunday morning was just for fun. This pillar has garnered so many intrigued people that rangers were tasked to observe the scene to avoid overcrowding the area. Danford told reporters that he will keep the monolith on the beach for a few more days so that more people can witness the craze. Marielle?
Thank you for that report. Early Briones, also live from Australia.
Who did it? To where did it go? The mystery is deepening over this object found in the middle of no man's land.
So Jason Carr is back. He joins us now from the carport with an update to a story that's getting a lot of interest, Jason.
Crazy, right? The discovery quickly drew comparison to Stanley Kubrick's epic film 2001: A Space Odyssey. A metal monolith, just like in that movie, found in a remote area of a Utah desert, and just like it appeared, it has vanished under the stealth of secrecy. Standing between 10 and 12 feet tall, the obelisk was first noticed by a team of biologists more than a week ago. State officials quickly debunked the idea it was put there by, I guess, space aliens. Utah Bureau of Land Management officials said in a statement that the illegally installed structure was removed sometime Friday night and that it was not removed by them. Left in the monolith's place was a stack of red rocks and a steel prism. One hiker told officials they saw a truck with a large object driving away. The San Juan County Sheriff's Office says it's investigating the disappearance, and while we're at it, can we also get an investigation into who put it there?
Yes, we want answers.
We need to know these things. It's 2020. The year just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Who put the monolith?
And if somebody saw a truck driving away, weren't they recording? I mean, we record everything these days.
I guess so.
Maybe we just don't have the footage yet.
All right, Jason, thank you. Hopefully we'll get to the bottom of this at some point.
In Lilo and Stitch, aliens make their presence known with a spaceship. But what if in real life the announcement came in the form of an art installation? Yesterday, the Las Vegas Metro Police Department let folks on social media know about the appearance of a mysterious monolith on a trail north of the city. They wrote, "We see a lot of weird things when people go hiking," and asked, "How did it get up there?"
I've never seen this before. Always looks like a UFO putting something down.
As you may know, this comes just 2 months after a man discovered another Washington monument-looking thing in Wales, and he said there were no footsteps around it at all.
What the heck is that?
And in 2020, many similar-looking structures were found across the world, starting with this beauty in the desert of Utah. It was spotted accidentally by wildlife officials while they were counting bighorn sheep from a helicopter.
Even going down there, they were nervous, like, were they going to get teleported to another dimension or something? Upon closer inspection, this is definitely a human-made object.
But could humans have then, in the coming weeks, also dropped off more mystery shapes in Romania, England, California, and Montana? Just kidding, that's from the movie Arrival. But some reports say that year there were around 24 discovered in just a few short weeks.
I guess this is the thing now, right?
Thus, with so many popping up in 2020 and now a few more in 2024, it makes you wonder, A, do aliens just love an election year? Or B, are we all being pranked in an admirably communal worldwide effort? Well, for the internet, the latter just is not as fun. One commenter on the Las Vegas Facebook post writing, quote, "I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens."
The mysterious monolith discovered in a remote canyon in Utah has disappeared.
It's gone.
This is all that's left at the site today, a base plate. Ricardo Marino was one of the first people to realize it was gone.
We noticed tire tracks from some kind of dolly or a wheelbarrow that was hauling it out.
You can literally see fresh tracks.
Over the weekend, after the monolith's discovery became front-page news, adventurers flocked to the desert to see for themselves the 12-foot-tall metal column that looks straight out of 2001: A Space Odyssey. TV personality Dave Sparks of the Discovery Channel was one of them.
They took these stainless steel panels and they basically just riveted them together with these inner, probably gussets or something. The middle of it appears to be hollow.
Just landed. We're going to find the big monolith.
Helicopter pilot Ryan Backer landed at the site and, to his surprise, found a bunch of people already there.
There was maybe 24 other people there enjoying the day.
But the next day, the monolith was gone, as mysteriously as it appeared.
What was your reaction when you finally got there and it was gone?
We were very shocked and a little bit heartbroken. We drove 8 hours to see this, and so we were a bit let down.
For now, one mystery is replaced with another. Who took the monolith? And where is it now?
We now know who took the missing monolith. 4 shadowy figures can be seen about to carry away the 12-foot-long monolith in the remote desert in Utah. They posted this video online showing the column after they dismantled it, exposing the interior with the boast, "We removed the Utah monolith."
They were on a mission. They came out there to do exactly what they did.
Photographer Ross Bernard says he happened to be at the site when he witnessed the removal.
Just hit the ground with one of the loudest thuds I've ever heard. One of the guys had said, "Well, this is why you don't leave trash in the desert," as they started taking it apart.
Rivets left over from the takedown.
So, who did it? This adventure tour guide Sylvan Christensen is now claiming responsibility. He says he and his buddies removed the column out of concern about the crowds flocking to the site and the potential damage those people were causing to the environment. People arrived by car, by bus, by van, helicopter, planes, trains, motorcycles, and e-bikes, and there isn't even a parking lot, he told Inside Edition in an email. Ross Bernards took the last known photo of the monolith before it was toppled.
It looks like it must have been tough for them to do that.
It wasn't, it was shockingly easy.
But the biggest mystery is still unknown. Who put it up in the first place?
Well, someone's been busy erecting mysterious metal spikes and provoking intrigue around the world. What started in Utah has now been repeated in multiple places, including England and the Netherlands. And there are some wild theories about who put them there and why. Redmond Shannon on the mystery of the monoliths.
Another day, another monolith, this time on the small Isle of Wight in England.
It was crazy. I was like, oh my God, we've got one here. Why here? It's so out of the way compared to America.
Peter Hudd was one of the first to come see it early Sunday.
Even with my own eyes, it looked like it had been edited in. It was so surreal looking. It was like a tear in fabric and time. It was just like this portal. Like I said, it's at the bottom of a very stiff cliff, like a very steep drop. And the only way up and down, without having to climb, is this wooden staircase, and it's steep as well. It's on a hell of an incline.
It was the same day a similar object appeared in the Netherlands. They're reminiscent of alien-installed monoliths from Arthur C. Clarke's Space Odyssey series, and come after 3 others were discovered in recent weeks.
So is it solid? Not solid.
The first had been sitting in a remote Utah desert for about 5 years.
The safe word is run.
Just over a week later, it was mysteriously removed on the same day that this one appeared in Romania. Followed by another in California.
Christ is king! Christ is king!
That was also torn down, only to be quickly reinstalled. There are conflicting claims as to who's behind them and what they all mean. This amateurish version, a cheeky hoax from a candy store owner.
So how about this? I wake up Thursday morning and there's a monolith that appears right in front of my shop here in the Strip District.
Jumping on board what is most likely a copycat trend and a welcome distraction from all things 2020. Redmond Shannon, Global News, London.
Look at these. 5 of them. What are they? Us. I should have seen it like you did. This is part of a ritual.
A ritual sacrifice? Great. You tie someone to a stone, get a fancy dagger, and a bunch of robes. It's not that complicated.
No, it's simple. They don't just want to see us killed. They want to see us punished.
Punished for what?
For being young?
It's different in every culture. It has changed over the years, but it has always required youth. There must be at least 5. The whore, she's corrupted. She dies first. The athlete. The scholar. The fool. All suffer and die at the hands of whatever horror they have raised, leaving the last to live or die as fate decides. The virgin.
Me? Virgin?
We work with what we have.
What if you don't pull it off?
They rise.
Who does? What's beneath us?
The ancient ones. The gods that used to rule the earth. As long as they accept our sacrifice, they remain below. But the other rituals have all failed. The sun is coming up in 8 minutes. If you live to see it, the world will end.
Maybe that's the way it should be. If you gotta kill all my friends to survive, maybe it's time for a change.
We're not talking about change. We're talking about the agonizing death of every human soul on the planet, including you. You can die with them, or you can die for them.
Gosh, they're both so enticing.
The whole world, Marty,
is in your hands, Dana. There is no other way. You have to be strong.
Yeah, Dana. You're feeling strong.
I'm sorry.
This is flight number 914 from Earth to our planet. We will be taking off in 3 minutes.
Mr. Chambers! Mr. Chambers! Don't get on that ship! The rest of the book, To Serve Man, it's a cookbook!
No! 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 Ah! No!
You have not eaten enough, Mr. Chambers. Please, enjoy. Eat hearty. Please, Mr. Chambers, eat. We wouldn't want you to lose weight.
about you? You still on Earth or on the ship with me? It really doesn't make very much difference because sooner or later, will all of us be on the menu? All of us.
I'm tired, boss. Tired of being on the road, lonely as a sparrow in the rain. I'm tired of never having me a buddy to be with, to tell me where we's going to, coming from, or why. Mostly I'm tired of people being ugly to each other. I'm tired of all the pain I feel and hear in the world every day. There's too much of it. It's like pieces of glass in my head all the time. Can you understand?
Yes, John, I think I can.
I don't even know what I'm doing here. I mean, it's not like you even know who I am.
You prayed and believed your whole life. Never done anything wrong. And here you are.
You're the nicest person I know. I am the meanest. You have dementia. My life is perfect. Explain that to me.
Sometimes the devil allows people to live a life free of trouble because he doesn't want them turning to God. Their sin is like a jail cell, except it's all nice and comfy and there doesn't seem to be any need to leave. The door's wide open. Till one day, time runs out. The cell door slams shut. And suddenly, it's too late. Who did you say you were?
end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, I've traveled each and every highway, oh, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've met a few, but then again, too few to mention. I've had my fill, my share of losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing.